Hi, thanks for logging on to our live webinar today. My name's Nigel Green and I'm the CEO of deVere. And what I'm going to try and do is tell you all about our business, give you a little bit of background where we started, exactly what we do, and our vision for the future. I'm then going to finish with what I believe makes a difference to success. So whatever you do, whether you come into deVere, and we'd love that, or whether you join another company, what makes the difference? What's my philosophy? So first of all, I'll give you a little bit of background. The company was formed in 2002, and I'd actually left a previous company. My boss had retired, and I decided to form deVere. Today, we're the largest international IFA, so we advise clients around the world. We have an investment banking license, and we've gone very much fintech. So we've got 7 apps where clients can access their portfolios and they can get up to date with what's happening around the world, from everything from crypto to investments to FX, you name it, they can do it in the financial world with an app. And you think about it, today's world, everybody's got apps. You know, we go back to 2010, just 10 years ago, and people didn't have apps on their phones. Today, the average person has 90 apps on a phone. So deVere is a progressive organization. We have offices around the world, and we show people how they can make effective use of their capital and income. In other words, we talk to clients about how they can make money. So our offices, as I say, are strategically placed in places where you tend to have expatriates. So our main marketplace is people who have left their home country and have gone to work in a foreign country to create capital for their future. Obviously a natural market for us because expatriates want to build money for their future. There are 350 million expatriates around the world. When I came into the business, our main aim was to talk to Brits. Okay, that quickly changed, and we realized that there are lots of expatriates around the world. And it doesn't matter what their nationality is. The top end of the expatriate market, they speak English and they want to use their money effectively. Okay, I'm in Dubai for this webinar today, and of course that's our top office, an office where we have some dynamic young people who are extremely good at sitting down with clients, relating to people and showing them how they can use their money. Okay, our offices go right across the globe, so everything from Asia, across into Australia and New Zealand, back into the Middle East, down into the top end of Africa, and then all over Western Europe and Eastern Europe, and even across into Latin America. Our marketplace, as I say, is expatriates, but we also deal with the top end of the local market. So think about it this way. Everybody needs money for their future. I always say that clients are in one or two distinct categories or somewhere in between. That includes everybody. Let me explain. People either have no money or they've got lots of it, or somewhere in between. Okay, of course, if you've got no money, what do you need to do? Well, if you've got no money, then you need to create capital for your future. On the other hand, if you already have money, that's great. But if you have money, then you need to protect it. You need to invest it. And you need to make sure that it's in the most tax effective structure. So what would you do when you came into this business? Okay, well, depending on what part of the business that you preferred, you'd come in and you'd learn the basics of the business unless you already had experience. And frankly, we take on probably 25% of our people come in, they've got experience, they join us from other organizations, and then the other 75 are people that we develop from within the organization. So I'm a great believer that in life you should do the things that you like and you're passionate about. So we're now early days with deVere, your early days with deVere. You'd be taught the FX market around the world. There is $6 trillion traded every day in the FX market. Expats, of course, need to change their money from one currency to another. They need to do that in the most cost-effective manner. We have the technology to be able to help them do that. People want to create money. They want to invest money. As an investment bank, we have our own funds. We have products that are able to give clients superior returns, as well as the fact as an IFA, we can use the whole of the market. So literally you can show people how they can invest either on a regular basis or by a lump sum to effectively create the capital that they need for the future. Clients are often interested in property. And again, we have a property section where we show clients how they can invest and perhaps use countries like the UK or perhaps Germany, those sort of areas. Spain, Portugal, sometimes that's particularly good if somebody wants to take residence in another country and potentially get another passport. Portugal, in that particular instance, is popular. And if they want that access to residence and passports, then Portugal, they invest 500,000 euros and that gets them on the road to residency and a different passport. That, of course, can have tax advantages for them. Some people just want to invest into property because property is something that over the past historically has been a fantastic store of value. So again, we teach you that market and we show you exactly how that works. From there, you may even move into blockchain and crypto. So not for everybody, but some of our people specialize in showing people the digital world. And of course, today companies are raising money using digital coins in order to create capital that they can use to grow their companies and grow their organizations. As an investment bank, of course, we need to be at the forefront of that. And we are. And that enables our clients, whether they're individuals or companies, to be able to be effective in their creation of capital for the future. You come into deVere and we put you through obviously an intensive training course. Training is second to none, but we want to get you to develop yourself. You know, in today's world, it's so important. You think how much the world's changed in the last 10 years. Imagine how much it's going to change in the next 10 years. You need a company that's going to train you and develop you. And that's exactly what we do. We train you from the beginning. We get you through your financial qualifications, but we also allow you to develop in a business where you in effect have your own business within a business. Your income is related to how well you look after your clients. Your income is related to how well you do in the business and how well you do for your clients. So you're in a performance-related business. Okay, in today's world, it's so important that you don't just go to work for the sake of going to work, but rather you have a career that you can develop and also a passion, something that you can do. And helping people create capital for the future, I believe, is a fantastic passion to have. The company is developing, as I mentioned, throughout the world. Our training predominantly is either Malta, London, or Dubai. And of course, each of those locations has different advantages when you're training. As a CEO, my job is to make sure that we have the right structure, the right trainers there. But I also mentor the very best people. And so certainly over the next month, I'm going to be looking for 5 people that I can personally mentor. So if you feel the business is for you and that you want to be personally mentored, then please give me a message. I'm available on all social media. YouTube is big for me. Okay, lots of videos on there if you want to get my whole thinking about various things from positivity to even the things that I like to do in my spare time. Yeah, again, that's easy to find, Nigel Green deVere. And if you go to LinkedIn, again, all right, very active on there, Nigel Green deVere CEO. You'll find me, send me a message if you want to be mentored. Or if you prefer Instagram, and many people do these days, then go to nigel.green. Okay, and again, you'll find me on Instagram and you're more than welcome to message me there. Or even Twitter, Nigel J. Green on Twitter. Okay, are you the sort of person that would be good in the financial business? How would you start? Well, once you're through the training program, then your job is to assist one of our senior advisors. You work closely with those people and you help them build their client banks. Most of our business is done from referrals. But we also, of course, learn how to professionally approach people with seminars, using videos as well to interact with people in today's technological world.
Okay, so you would be an asset. It would be an advantage. That's the word I was looking for. An advantage if you're good at social media. If not, you need to be open-minded and you need to be teachable. You need to be the sort of person that I can teach and my top trainers can teach. Are you the right type of person? I would say you need 3 qualities. Number 1, you need a desire to be successful. I'd rather have somebody that had average ability, but a burning desire to succeed than somebody that was super intelligent, but thought the world owed them a living. Okay, give me somebody that's got a desire and prepared to learn, somebody that's got a growth mindset, then that's the sort of person that I'm looking for. I believe you need to be competitive. You need to believe in yourself, not be cocky and arrogant, but believe you're as good as the next person. I always believe that in life, if you're competitive, you look at other people that are succeeding and you go, if he can, if she can, I can. Okay, and that's the sort of mentality. Again, I like to foster within the organization. Okay, and lastly, as qualities, I look for empathy, the ability to talk to people. Doesn't matter how you communicate in today's world, there's so many ways of communicating, but you have to understand how other people think, put yourself in their positions and show them solutions. You see, if I've got a client that's got 10 years perhaps to retirement and no money, if I've got sympathy, then me and the client will both end up in tears. That's not what we're looking for. If you've got empathy, you can understand how the person feels. They don't have sufficient money. But the reality is, if you've got empathy, yes, they don't have sufficient money, but it's important they do something about it. In other words, it's better to have some money than no money at all. That's empathy. It's about understanding how they feel, but being able to show people solutions. In finishing, I'd like to briefly just tell you the story of the elephant. And it summarizes my philosophy to this business, if I may. If you go along to a circus, you'll see an elephant. Great big powerful creature, 2 tons. The elephant pulls up the circus tent, the marquee. Powerful creature. Truck is stuck in the dirt. They get the elephant out, gives the truck a shove, and the truck's on its way again. Okay, and yet, do you know, at night, they tie elephants up with a little bit of rope to a little wooden post in the ground. Great big powerful creature. Little bit of rope, little wooden post. And you know, the elephant can't get away. Okay, and if I was next to you now, I'd say, any idea why the elephant can't get away? And you'd come up perhaps with different things. The reason is that it's been trained. When it's a baby elephant, they tie it or tether it with a metal chain to a concrete post. And you know how babies are? They tend to wander and try and get away. And after a while, the elephant says, if there's something tied to my back leg, then I can't get away. After a while, its ankle bleeds and hurts, and it starts to believe that it can't get away. They now put a little bit of rope around it, little wooden post in the ground. And you know, for the rest of its life, it never bothers trying. Crazy story, but I tell you what I think is even crazier. I think most people go through life like the elephant. They got a little bit of rope around their back leg to a little wooden post in the ground, and they're never going to achieve anything because they think they can't. Do you know, I used to work in the UK. And unfortunately, although I'm English, I have to say that many people are negative and many companies are. You can't do this, you won't do that. You can't think that doesn't have an effect. You read the newspapers, whether it's online or physical copy, and it's negative. It's full of everything that's going wrong. Okay, well, guess what? Your brain is like a computer, and if constantly you're getting negative in, garbage in, then guess what? Your brain is going to be thinking negatively. You have to be surrounded in life by positive people. And the number one thing that I believe deVere does is put you with successful people, positive people. It's positive management. I'm a positive guy, as you probably gathered. We have a can-do environment.
We're a progressive organization that is working hard to develop its people. Is that the sort of business that you'd like to be in? A company that's positive and has a can-do environment, that has that motivation? You see, when there's a fire at the circus, you should see the elephant go. He forgets about a bit of rope there. Okay, in other words, it's about motivation. It's about being in the right environment. deVere is the right environment. And there is no other company that I know of, it's certainly in the financial industry, that has this can-do environment. Okay, is that for you? Do you believe you could do that job? Okay, well, we're only interested in talking to people that are determined and really believe that they want to be developed. So, if you think, and only if you think, you're the right type of person for us, then we'd like you to get back to the person that booked you on this webinar. Okay, then, all right, book yourself an interview, ask as many questions as you like, and please, all right, ask away. All right, no reason why you shouldn't ask as many questions as you want to. But also bear in mind, we're going to want to ask you questions, and we're going to want to find out why you're determined, what you want to achieve in life, and how we can help you achieve your goals. So make a decision, come back to us. We'd like you to come back to us in the next 24 hours. Okay, and quite frankly, if you don't, or if you can't make a decision within 24 hours, it's probably not right for you. Okay, thank you for listening to the webinar. Have a great day. Please give me feedback on the webinar. I think maybe I was talking a little quick, but all right, nevertheless, hopefully you got the concept. Please give me feedback. Come to me on LinkedIn, Nigel Green, deVere CEO. So I've got two on there. One's a personal account, one's a business one. The one that says Nigel Green, deVere CEO, that's the one that I can link up with you on. Okay, please send me a message on there, please connect, or on Instagram, nigel.green. Okay, and watch out for the YouTubes, there's lots of them there, and if you like sport, Formula One, okay, you'll hear me talking about attitude, you hear me talking about financial world and how to make money, all of those good things, and indeed my lifestyle on how I believe you can stay fit and healthy and maximize, all right, your energy. So thanks for listening today. Have a great day, and I'll look forward to meeting some of you in the not too distant future. Thanks for your time today. It's appreciated.